What does it mean to be elite? Better yet, what does it take? This question lives in the minds of those dead set on finding out for themselves. How far can I go? Just what am I capable of? It's not about dominance. It's not about status or control. It's about mastering oneself and knowing that our biggest competition lives inside each and every one of us. It's a choice we're all faced with at one point or another, to stay with what we know, what we think we're comfortable with, or to demand more, to vigorously pursue greatness. We all have what it takes to become elite. We just have to dig deep in order to find it.
Why do I shoot Victory? It's simple.
The new Rival Hunter is one of TruGlow's most innovative lightweight archery sights. With DDP technology, you get smaller pin sizes for longer distances, blocking less of your target for more accurate aiming, while ultra-fine tool-less micro-adjustability lets you dial in with extreme precision. All machined aluminum for durability, and TruTouch technical finish dampens noise and vibration. The new Rival Hunter from TruGlow, when brightness counts.
Victory Archery is proud to present the new Victory Armor-Piercing Arrow. The VAP hunting system has a new standard with its thick-walled, ultra-small diameter shaft that is constructed with the highest quality carbon composite fibers available. The Penetrator broadhead adapter has a reverse tapered design for maximum penetration and also allows you to continue using your favorite broadhead of choice. The exclusive ice coating makes the arrow quieter on the rest and increases flight performance.
Victory Archery, proven by performance.
This is Chuck Saunders with Saunders Archery, and today I'd like to introduce the Hyperglide cable rod slide. The Hyperglide is using several technologies to give you a high performance cable slide. The white material is a sintered material. It's a hybrid material that is composed of several super slick materials. It has to be sintered made. That means it's made under pressure. It has an offset on it, so that one cable string which rides a little bit lower, one that rides a little bit higher. But if you notice very carefully, all of the edges are bugled so that they're radiused and flared, which means that not only is it slicker than the other white slides that are out there, it's also more forgiving to your cable slides themselves. Actual structure is made up of three basic components. Cradle, you have a wheel which with this axle slips right down in the very center, and it just simply slips down. You give it a little bit of a push and it snaps into its location. The assembly of the slide is very easy. After you've removed your existing slide, you slide this foam bumper onto the unit first, which is mostly an indicator of how far it's traveling. Because this wheel is so low in friction compared to the other types of slides that you'll end up traveling further than you have before. And it's part of the reason that many people gain speed when they switch over to this slide. So what you do is the foam goes on first, you slide this on second, you align your offset to match the offset of whichever cable's further back or further forward. You slip this into the cradle like this, and it just snaps. Make sure you hear both sides snap. That's the end of it. It's a quick, fast installation, very good in performance. The main advantages besides the increase in speed is that it doesn't chatter, and you don't get the chattering noise you do with a conventional slide under wet conditions where there's moisture on the rod itself. This will behave smooth and consistent throughout a huge temperature range. The little O-ring that's around this wheel is for grip, to allow that wheel to react very positively, very accurately. But it's a special O-ring. It's actually made out of silicone, so it can remain compliant and good down to 30 below zero. I'd like to emphasize the importance of this foam bumper. It is mostly used just as an indicator of how far it's traveling. The reason that we're doing that is that the berry surface on here is so smooth and reduces friction so much on the bow that the travel of the slide can be greater than your existing slide. So it's important to mark how far it's traveling. The reason that that's important is that there are a couple things that can go wrong. One is that some cable rods have a bend in them. If the cable slide is going around that bend, it can pry open the slide and pop it apart. The second thing is that when it's traveling forward, it can actually travel up and hit a component that's on the bow. It could be the riser itself, it could be another accessory that's on the bow. You want to know how far it is traveling. The foam indicator, when it comes up, you set it up right where you normally draw. When you draw back, it comes here. When you fire, it comes up and it moves this, and you find out how far it's traveled. That gives you an indication we're in good shape or not good shape, if there's any other things that you have to be watching out for. The slide is a good all-around cable rod slide. It's one of the most popular that we've ever produced, and it is a very popular and good slide to use. I hope you'll give it a try. This is Chuck Saunders with Saunders Archery. Always wear safety glasses, shoot well, shoot safe, and shoot honorably.
Hopefully we can intercept a good buck coming out, maybe following a doe or something. It's the first week in November.
Cannot let that deer walk. And we just zipped him. That slick trick went through him like butter. That is a stud of a deer. What an absolute stud.
That was a big bear.
Oh, it passed through, it's gone.
Instant blood everywhere. Did the trick. Viper trick by Slick Trick. That's a nice little broadhead.
Hi, it's Real Wild from the 2017 ATA here with the new Revel. Awesome bow. Elite has knocked it out of the park on this one. They went to a little stiffer aluminum, 75 series aluminum. Makes it a little stiffer. And I think a lot of bows nowadays, everybody's wanting to go lighter, lighter, lighter. They've just machined all the deal out of it. And the problem is, I mean, when guys put them in presses, you see them flex. And so you know at full draw, it's flexing. So I think they've done a great job of putting this together with the cages on top, cages on bottom. So when a guy draws it back, you get more lateral knock travel. It's more straightforward. I think that's been misplaced in the industry. You hear guys talk about level knock travel, but lateral is so missed. And I think with this bow, they've knocked it out of the park. You watch a guy drop back, he pulls a little harder, he doesn't torque one way or the other. It brings the bow straight back. And I think it's really got me enticed. I should have one at home on Friday when I get home, and I really think that that'll be fun to play with. So I'm excited to get a chance to do it. I only have till Wednesday to have it ready to go to France if I want to shoot it. So I think it's got the pluses that can get me there.
What does it take to get to the top? It takes determination. When you're done, get up and do it again. It takes everything physically and mentally that you can pull from within. It takes hard work, and no one's going to hand it to you. It takes everything you've got, but only one rest. The Ultra Rest by QAD.
There's a new game call company
with new technology,
which delivers better sound.
More realistic sound.
It's called Dual.
Animals project sound through their mouth and nose.
Other calls have one chamber
and don't sound authentic.
Dual calls have 2 chambers and sound like the real thing.
We switched to Dual because they're anatomically accurate
and vocally realistic.
Dual game calls are guaranteed effective and made in the USA.
Check them out at dualgamecalls.com.
This is the Apex Covert multi-pin fixed sight.
The really cool thing about this sight is it's got the best of both worlds. It's on a roving bracket. So locked, it's like your conventional fixed pin sight, but unlocked, it's like now you can dial in for fine-tuned downrange and deadly accuracy. The one thing I really love about all their pins also is the thickness and the durability of these pins. They are superiorly made. They'll handle those really tough hunts you go on without getting broken.
I'm Chuck Saunders with Saunders Archery, and I want to introduce you to our newest string dampener, the Voodoo string dampener. It is part of an evolution of dampeners. Our first dampener, which actually started the entire industry in relationship to string dampener, was called the Deadly Quiet. It was an action piston that allowed the string to absorb some energy, but what we discovered in a high-speed video was that it had the same problem as other dampeners, and that there's several spring backs that can happen, so that it would strike the surface and the string would come back because of the oscillation of the limbs, come back and hit it again and again. What we decided to do is develop a dynamic dampener that's actually going to go out and capture the string. The principle is very simple. The piston here, when the static position is in and has captured the serving of the string, when you draw the string, it pulls this out and allows the string to disengage, but it leaves it in that ready and loaded position to receive the string. When the strike comes in, the piston goes down, and the force of that, compressing that piston into the receiver, absorbs the shock, locks the 2 outer ears of the piston onto the string, and prevents disengagement, so that you only have 1 strike, no secondary, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th strikes that follow. In order to make this unit extremely versatile, we gave it a very advanced mounting system that allows you to adjust for the distance and the offset, and by positioning the units so that you can position them facing in different directions, you can reach forward or reach backward. You can use 1 unit or you can use a combination of units. It gives you all the flexibility. Along with the basic unit, you have a packet that has the Voolube lubricant, which is a lubricant designed specifically for the Voodoo string dampener. Voolube is the highest concentration of silicone and synthetic lubricants in a wax base that still holds it together so that it doesn't kick out and fall apart. It's still in a wax base. The principle of what you're doing is trying to keep the piston at a lubricated enough point so that it springs back by itself. This one comes this way. The spare piston will not have that material on it. In order to replace the piston or in order to lubricate the piston, you simply pull the unit and disengage the piston from the receiver. The lubrication process is one of just simply applying the lubricant on the outside of the barrel and along the neck of the 2 ears. I like to lubricate the inside of the tube and the ears with a little dab inside there to make sure that it is fully lubricated. You see the action, how fast it is. The suspension, the mounting hardware for it is all top-notch. The Allen sets set screws that are in here are nylon tipped on the end, so there's very little marring of any of the components should you want to change the positioning of it. And it is very versatile so that you can just about mount it on any application. We sell the unit in this format. It comes with its own Allen wrench, of course. On the card itself, you'll see that it's actually 2 cards, and it has an installation instructions that talks about the maintenance of the unit and the basic positioning that you can position the Voodoo itself, as far as the reach of the arms, the different types of offset that you can have. It's very simple. It's like playing with an erector set. You just play around with it until you get it into the position that's going to work for your bow. There are a few bows that need different components. We have a Matthews. It doesn't use a 3/8 inch rod. It uses a smaller rod. So we have an adapter for that port, so that you can convert it over to be able to accept the Voodoo unit. For that application, we also bundle it in a package so it would come with the rod on it. Basic position would be very similar to this. Unit would be reaching forward. It slides in on that. You would lock it in on the Matthews unit. What you basically do is rotate this until you get the position aligned so that the string sits into that. You move it forward until the string is pushed into it and fully seated in the piston. Then you lock the components to hold it in that position, and that's all there is to the mounting. Another popular application is where you want to go straight off of a back port on the riser. This rod has a Allen receiver on the top side. It threads right into it and to the rear side of a bow. And of course, again, it's a very simple and easy application. Finally, for some of the bows that don't have any of those options and you're just limited for what you can attach, we have the front riser option, which is basically a dog leg that goes around. It mounts into the front. It still has a port for your stabilizer up front, and then you attach back here on the other side of the bow, giving you a long reach around the riser section. And the last is replacement pistons. It's important to realize that these pistons are made extremely soft to be extremely quiet, and they will wear if you shoot a lot. They come in packs of 3. And it's a very convenient way of replacing the pistons. It's an easy snap out, snap in type of application. The Voodoo is a new generation of string dampeners. We went this way because it absorbs more energy out of the limbs, taking a lot of oscillations out of the bow, making your bow overall quieter. And by removing that excess energy, we're also removing the energy that can detune your bow, that can throw things out of whack. I think you're going to like it. I hope you'll give it a try. This is Chuck Saunders with Saunders Archery. Shoot safe, shoot well, shoot honorably.
I'm Eric Griggs. I want to talk to you today about the Longhorn Hex and the Longhorn Hunter. These are both triggerless back tension releases that we offer that are more geared towards the hunting style. One might use a triggerless back tension release for hunting as opposed to a wrist strap release, because of shot execution and the ability to maintain a really, really good shot, even in some longer distances. A lot of people would say, you know, I can't shoot that in all different instances, and there's times that it's not the best release for that sort of thing. And what I would say to that is a lot of those instances, if you couldn't shoot this style release, it's probably not a shot that you necessarily would want to take anyway. So a lot of people have adopted shooting this style of release, and they've found that their accuracy is increased even at the longer range. So talking about the differences between these two, the Longhorn Hex is a triggerless style release. It's built on the wrist strap, and you can actually draw it on the wrist strap and it actually won't fire. So it's not the traditional handheld style that you're normally used to using. But what this does is this allows you to draw without any fear of the release firing, and then you would apply your fingers and you would shoot it like a regular back tension release. The Longhorn Hunter is basically a traditional style back tension release, but it does include the wrist strap. So you would still draw this back primarily with the index finger, and then you would rotate the release until it fired. This style of release is basically like the other Longhorn style releases we've had in the past or any other typical back tension release. Very good, very accurate. Both are excellent options, and that's the differences between the two.
giant. He's a giant. I just shot the biggest buck, I think, of my life.
That is a cool buck.
Just massive, good, solid buck. That's a giant. That is a giant.
So, you're looking for a rest, and not one to settle for second best. Well, meet Levi Morgan, 10-time world champion Levi Morgan. He's got enough trophies to fill up a semi, and not just tournament trophies, but all these trophies too. Guess what he shoots? You got it, the QAD Ultra Rest. So you better believe he depends on the Ultra Rest for the shot of a lifetime. The Ultra Rest, only by QAD.
So the new option bows for 2017 have a new split limb design. Is really cool because one of the things that this is right here is this was designed around the overall bow. It's designed for the platform. We didn't just take a same split limb design, something that's on the market today, and just slap it on this bow and call it innovation. This is a limb that is designed specifically around the Option Series bows. It's designed around the pocket, the cams, and this riser. It's a double laminate limb. This limb is virtually bulletproof.
We had some really lofty goals we were trying to hit as far as efficiency and performance numbers go. So we went through multiple iterations of limb design until we landed on this that carries an equal stress distribution across the limb. The geometry combined with the materials we're using, we believe is the superior split limb in the industry.
The Option bows have a double cage design and a very skeletal riser design, as you'll see.
We wanted to create the most robust, stable shooting platform on the market. And in order to do that, we needed to incorporate new geometry and new materials.
This right here is enabled by the use of 7075 aluminum, and it works extremely well with the Option bow.
That material gives us a 65% strength to weight ratio increase over previous riser designs. Elite has, over the past couple of years, included an upper cage in the riser, and this year we extended it and added an additional cage on the bottom. And it's not just there for aesthetics, although it looks really cool too. It'll help you hold solid at full draw, and it'll help eliminate tuning issues that you might see. If your riser's flexing and it's twisting, you're gonna get lateral knock travel and your arrow's not gonna fly straight. So keeping everything rigid and solid is gonna help you with your arrow flight and accuracy.
The new LTR system on the Option bows is something we're pretty proud of. This thing here is like nothing else that's on the market today.
Which stands for Linear Tunable Roller. What's really cool about this is the ability to adjust this side to side. This is something that you'll only find exclusively on Elite bows.
So there's definitely a lot of roller guards out there for the cable management systems. What this does is this is actually movable. So we can actually tune this back and forth, so you can adjust for different vane sizes and fletching clearance. And then the other thing that you can do with this is you can actually micro tune this so that you can adjust your your paper tear, your tune, and that's a very, very cool feature of this.
Another cool feature of the LTR is the fact that we're rolling on sealed ball bearings and we've served the cables as they run through the roller guard, completely eliminates cable wear. In our testing, we've gone through tens of thousands of cycles and the cables still look brand new. Traditionally on bows, this is one of the areas you first start to see wear in your strings and cables, is where it goes through the cable management system. And this new system has completely eliminated that wear.
So the Option bows for this year incorporates a new grip design. This grip is a little bit different than the grips we've had in the past. It does take some of the features of our older grip and the newer V grip that we've had on some of our target bows. Now, what this grip does is this grip is one of those things that's going to feel pretty good to just about anybody's hand. We had the guys put a lot of work into this, and one of the things that we did is we circulated this with our pro shooters, and this is what we came up with. It's really comfortable. It's probably the most comfortable grip I've ever felt, and I think you'll like it.
Both the Option 6 and Option 7 bows both share a new cam system for 2017. It is our Elite 2-track cam system, which you've seen in the past, so it has that shootability and draw cycle that people are accustomed to.
This cam system is built specifically around this platform. The riser, the limbs, the cams, everything's built to go together. This cam system delivers awesome efficiency.
It's got 85% let off, and it's achieving some incredible efficiency numbers. From this cam system, you'll find that it's got a really smooth draw cycle, but you're going to get incredible speeds.
The Option 6 and 7 both come in at 4.3 pounds. The Option 6 has a 6-inch brace height and has speeds of 342 feet per second. The Option 7 has a 7-inch brace height, has speeds of 332 feet per second. Both Option 6 and Option 7 are 32 inches axle to axle.
A lot of other things get talked about in speed and brace height and axle to axle, but the true test of performance of a bow, in my opinion, is the efficiency. And we've had a bit of a breakthrough with the Option series of bows. We've unlocked a little bit more efficiency. Why is that important? If you're a bow hunter, if you're a shooter, you don't have to work as hard. When you draw the bow back, more of that energy is coming out in the arrow than it would on a less efficient bow. We're getting more speed out of the bow without having to work as hard to draw the bow back. So we want to maximize that number. The Option series of bows are available in our standard camo options as well as 12 different rhinodized colors.
Go to your local dealer to join the Elite Shootability movement, or for more information, check us out at elitearchery.com.
Apex Gear, known for their performance-driven archery sights and accessories, is pleased to introduce the new Covert Series archery sight. VersaPin technology allows shooters to change the pin color and pin size on demand in an instant. The compact and lightweight sight is equipped with stainless steel hardware, micro-adjustable windage and elevation, an ultra-smooth, easy one-hand adjustment knob for quick yardage changes, and a micro-push button light. The new Covert Series from Apex Gear. Apex Gear, known for their performance-driven archery sights and accessories, is pleased to introduce the new Covert Series archery sight. VersaPin technology allows shooters to change the pin color and pin size on demand in an instant. The compact and lightweight sight is equipped with stainless steel hardware, micro-adjustable windage and elevation, an ultra-smooth, easy one-hand adjustment knob for quick yardage changes, and a micro-push button light. The new Covert Series from Apex Gear.
This is the Apex Covert multi-pin fixed sight.
The really cool thing about this sight is it's got the best of both worlds. It's on a roving bracket. So locked, it's like your conventional fixed pin sight, but unlocked, it's like now you can dial in for fine-tuned downrange and deadly accuracy. The one thing I really love about all their pins also is the thickness and the durability of these pins. They are superiorly made. They'll handle those really tough hunts you go on without getting broken.
Everybody knows that Vicki and I love the clear view that a single pin hunting sight provides.
And TruGlo Range Rover has long been one of the top-selling single pin sights in the world.
So I ask you, how do you improve on something this close to perfection?
It's time to lose the pin.
Introducing the Archer's Choice Range Rover Pro, featuring TruGlo's innovative power dot illuminated center dot technology. Lose the pin and open up your field of view.
TruGlo's new revolutionary scope housing encompasses a circle with a lighted center dot for superior accuracy.
Now, there's no pin to obstruct your view on long-distance shots, and the brightness of the LED is fully adjustable to match your desired level under any lighting conditions.
And the Range Rover Pro still comes with all of the other features serious hunters have come to love.
The patented zero-in adjustment dial allows for ultra-smooth, fast, and precise yardage adjustment.
There's a glow-in-the-dark shooter's ring, large field of view, and a toolless design.
The quiver mount's included, and it's adjustable for right and left-handed shooters.
And you can still use the Range Rover accessory lens kit to provide 2x magnification.
The Archer's Choice Range Rover Pro, Increase your accuracy.
Increase your success. Open up your view with the new Power Dot Center Dot technology from TrueGlow.
The future of archery sights is here, and only from TrueGlow. TrueGlow's all-carbon XS sight. This thing is all carbon, which is awesome.
Right.
It's super lightweight. It's fully adjustable for right or left-hand shooters.
Right.
Comes in black or camo.
That's really cool. And the new, the lightweight carbon construction makes this weigh less than like 3.5 ounces. And with the new True Touch coating on here, it's so smooth. It's got to be one of the lightest sights out there on the market today.
The True Flow fiber optics, long, gather way more light. The larger aperture.
The micro push button light.
Glow-in-the-dark shooter's ring. Level. And the bracket can be reversed for more vertical adjustment.
The TrueGlow's carbon XS sight. It's going to keep you out there more often.
Lightweight, baby. TrueGlow's all-carbon XS sight. This thing is all carbon, which is awesome.
Right.
It's super lightweight. It's fully adjustable for right or left-hand shooters.
Right.
Comes in black or camo.
That's really cool. And the new, the lightweight carbon construction makes this weigh less than like 3.5 ounces. And with the new True Touch coating on here, it's so smooth. It's got to be one of the lightest sights out there on the market today.
The True Flow fiber optics, long, gather way more light. The larger aperture.
The micro push button light.
Glow-in-the-dark shooter's ring. Level. And the bracket can be reversed for more vertical adjustment.
The TrueGlow's carbon XS sight. It's going to keep you out there more often.
Lightweight, baby.
The Rival FX from TrueGlow. The innovative Rival FX Fiber Exchange system allows for quick and easy customization of your pin colors. The tool-less micro-adjust. Adjustments for windage and elevation makes fine-tuning your pins quick and easy. All machined aluminum for durability. The True Touch technical finish dampens noise and vibration. The Rival FX from TrueGlow, when brightness counts. The new Rival Hunter is one of TrueGlow's most innovative lightweight archery sights. With DDP technology, you get smaller pin sizes for longer distances, blocking less of your target for more accurate aiming, while ultra-fine tool-less micro-adjustability lets you dial in with extreme precision. All machined aluminum for durability, and True Touch technical finish dampens noise and vibration. The new Rival Hunter from TrueGlow, when brightness counts.
The TrueGlow TrueFit Universal Replacement Release Strap.
You know, no matter what release you're shooting, we all have our favorites.
Right.
The crazy thing is probably you're gonna wear through the strap.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you're shooting so often.
And TrueGlow, I mean, they really brought some innovation to a new strap.
Yes, they have the new BOA closure system.
And what this is you slide it right on, super quiet, super easy. Then you engage it. And then what you do is just dial it right in to fit anybody's wrist. So if you've got a heavy leather, you know, a winter glove on or whatever,
right,
no matter what, you can dial it in and it's rock solid.
Right, and the dial actually is a self-cleaning. It's not gonna get dirt stuck in there. It's not gonna build up on ice. You're gonna be able to get that off of your arm.
Comes in Realtree
and black. It's also set up so that you can attach almost any release out there on the market.
So now if you wear it out, you put your new TrueGlow strap on and you're ready to go again.
It's your TrueGlow TrueFit Universal Replacement Release Strap.
When animals vocalize, the sound projects through two separate chambers. Introducing Dual Game Coils. Dual coils feature two sound chambers. This patented dual chamber technology mimics the oral and nasal cavities of real animals and creates a more dynamic and realistic coil sound that will convince more game. Try this test. Plug your nose and talk. That's what your single chamber coil sounds like. Dual game coils. Anatomically accurate, vocally realistic.
Awesome broadhead. Sharp as a razor.
Oh, yeah, Pastor, he's gone.
Instant blood every did a trick on him for sure. Just Viper Trick by Slick Trick. That's a nice little broadhead.
Hey folks, here we are at the Heritage Guild in Easton, Pennsylvania with one of the guys that works here in the pro shop. His name is John. He was kind enough to help us do a demonstration. We're going to talk about a situational event where you need a follow-up shot on a deer. Perhaps you missed your deer and you need to get a second shot off quick. We have a 19-inch axle dimension right here with the Camex product compared to some of the real narrow crossbows that are coming out that do require a crank cocking device only to cock the crossbow. In the real world situation, you may need that second shot. Here's how fast it can happen. John, are you ready to go? Yep. You got all 3 arrows? Yep. I got all 3 arrows? Okay, on 3. Here we go. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm all out of arrows. That gives you a pretty good demonstration of just a situational environment where I do need a follow-up shot. We can get 3 shots off in about 20 seconds, having that nice sweet spot of an axle dimension, sub 20 inches, right falling in there at 19. So John, how'd you do?
I got my 1 off.
Well, it's a pretty good test, but 2 different design philosophies gives you a situational advantage in the woods. We hope you choose the Camex. Let's walk up and see how we did. Okay, there you go. That's 3 dead deer every day of the week.
This is the Apex Game Changer quiver.
And the name fits it.
It does.
It
Changing
really
the game.
does. That's it. One of the biggest features is their new bracket design. What this does is it puts it closer and tighter to the bow.
It has a cam lock on it.
And the cool thing about this is now you could also mount this in back of your sight.
Right.
So everything is staying in that, tighter to the bow.
Right.
And eliminates torque and everything else. And what's cool, with the cam lock design, you put her in, you bring her down. One hand, it's real simple.
That's great. And of course, like normal with the Apex line, you have your True Touch feel.
Yeah.
So it's quieter out there in the woods.
You have all your interior rubber. You have 2 grippers.
Right. Aluminum and carbon, mechanical and fixed broadheads.
Fully adjustable on the CNC machine bracket. And when I say that is, you could move this quiver once you mount it up or down, keeping everything in the interior. Plus on the bracket, you can pitch this. So now you can either have that quiver hood sitting up and so it's keeping your arrows here, or bringing it down. I mean, it's really,
It also has the rigid aluminum in the back, so if you're sitting in a tree, you can hang it up and not have to worry about trying to find a place to put your quiver.
This whole quiver comes all like this, and it's your Apex Game Changer quiver.
What does it mean to be elite? Better yet, what does it take? This question lives in the minds of those dead set on finding out for themselves. How far can I go? Just what am I capable of? It's not about dominance. It's not about status or control. It's about mastering oneself and knowing that our biggest competition lives inside each and every one of us. It's a choice we're all faced with at one point or another, to stay with what we know, what we think we're comfortable with, or to demand more, to vigorously pursue greatness. We all have what it takes to become elite. We just have to dig deep in order to find it.
TruGlow's TruTech QD stabilizer. Well, this thing is pretty incredible.
It is. It's designed with a trifoil shape,
Right.
which is going to make rigidity better. It's going to be better on your performance bows. What it's going to do is it's going to give you more stabilization and reduce your noise.
Super absorbing, which is awesome.
Absolutely.
The locking system is really unique. This bracket stays on your bow.
Okay.
Okay, so when you're packing it away and everything, you want to take the stabilizer off, you don't have to unscrew anything. What it does is it slides on, twist, and it's there forever.
It has a True Touch soft feel to it.
Comes in black and camel.
It's the True Glow True Tech QD Stabilizer.
That's right. I'm gonna have to shoot one of these.
Okay.
I like that though. Boom, it's locked in, boom here, pulls off. Yeah, pretty cool.